I'm back. I don't really have much to talk about, but I'm sure this will take a while. It was a Sunday at work, January 24th, 2021. I have to double check the year sometimes. It's like, what year is it again? I sometimes get lost. I found my way back. But anyway, from everything that I understand, it is the year 2021. But yeah, staying grounded. Yeah, it is tough to do sometimes. Getting lost in memories. It's fun though. At least I try to have fun. Not to take myself too seriously, but keeping it. It is just a different world out there when I'm just out dealing. And it's like people think I'm a certain person and I get treated a certain way, and it's just based on how I appear, and it's I don't really have much control over that. And it's like, and then I guess what I say and what I do and how I behave and my patterns of how I behave and how I act, and just people have just come to expect and depend on me to continue those patterns and be reliable. They can have some confidence in me continuing to be the same person that they see day to day. And that's a good thing, because I am that same person, functioning to the best of my ability that day. Um, I have good days and bad days, but those are usually riding a little bit below the surface. But chances are excellent if I'm a little bit quieter than normal. Um, I've got something going on. But anyway, I've got a eyelash or a hair in my eye and it's bugging me, but it stays in. But it's kind of annoying, and it's probably going to get irritated. But anyway, I'm not restarting this. Anyway, it's all good to go. Anyway, yes. So, got through my weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, tomorrow off. That'll be the 25th tomorrow. Probably go catch a sunrise. Make some observations based on the last one that I, have a different location. Maybe there won't be any human traffic, interruptions. Probably will be, but we'll see. I just pick a spot. I'm not gonna scope it out early, and it's like it's not my property. I'll be on public land, so I don't have say over. It's like I might go out there and somebody's practicing yoga for all I know, or Tai Chi, and I'd be interrupting them. Of course, I don't really make any sound. I just find a spot and sit down. So I don't know. But even just having somebody around, somebody's just the presence, it's like that's sometimes enough of a disturbance. Like I just know that somebody else is there. But if I, if even if, but if they are there and I notice that they're there and they notice that I'm there, but they just keep doing what they're doing, it's like each of us respect each other's like space. That okay, well I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and your being there doesn't really affect what I'm doing, and you don't seem to require me to interact with you, so well, I'll just leave you alone. And if you leave me alone, well then we can enjoy being alone together, just sharing a space and not having to do anything. Just just enjoy the company of having another person there without being expected to have to interact and do all this stuff like I don't know, like keep a conversation going for the sake of keeping a conversation going. When it's just like, well, there's nothing really to say, but it feels like we should be talking. And it's like, sometimes there just actually isn't much to say until something happens, or you go do something, and I don't know. But a good silence is good too. But, I don't know. It was a good day. Um, Still not sure what's going on with. I think it's getting better. It's just having trouble getting better because I keep doing what I do that aggravates it. The work. It's a lot of lifting and moving things, and don't really get to take a break very much. It's a lot of constant motion. But I think the general trend is better, and just the not aggravating it in off hours, and just being aware that it's not, and just being a little bit more sensitive and not moving too fast. Move too fast, I hurt myself, or make mistakes and hurt myself. It's like I don't have the best back in the world, and if I lift too much weight and lift it awkwardly or at bad angles or too quickly, and make any sort of lifting and twisting motion, or I'm just too rapid of a movement all at once, then that can lead to bad things. So I just try to take my time, identify what I've got, how much I expect it to weigh, and lift once I'm centered, and then lift in a more controlled way, not like just hefting and swinging and throwing and lift, it's like, anyway. And also, one thing about these little things, this is like, this is not a persuasive argument. This is just raw footage. And if anything, this is like, no, this is me. This is not me putting on a show. This is not me trying to be entertaining. This is just me talking to myself. And anybody sees this and it's like, I have no idea. But, there is this. This is not do anything but to keep some little record of what was going on for me during this time. And because there are points in time where it is impossible to go back and remember, because it's like, by the time it gets to then, I will have knowledge that I don't know now. And from then, I can't pretend to not know and think what I was thinking now. Because right now, I actually don't know what I will know then. So like from this point, this is authentically not knowing all the stuff that I will know then. So we're getting the genuine article. The sincere not knowing. And I'm still, okay. So even without, prior knowledge, and all the not knowings, yeah. Hmm. I think I've said as much as I care to say. I think I've said it before. I don't want to just repeat myself. But or maybe I do, because that's how it's my self-talk. That's how I remember things and how I create lasting impressions. It's not just accidental, it's practice of how I keep things present, how I keep them alive. Because otherwise, things just fade away. And it's like some things I don't want to fade away. So it's like, am I remembering a memory? And am I remembering a remembrance of a memory? It's like, how real was anything? And then I think about, other, people that have come and gone in my life, and it's like, what do I remember about them? And what are they doing now? Are they even alive? I don't know. A lot can happen. And, that is life. So I just know that I'm doing a lot more than I used to. And it might not be anybody else's version of a wonderful life, but I'm working on it. And for me, even right now, as it is, I won't say it's like freaking fantacular, but that was just a stupid thing. I don't like it. But like I said, it stays in. I'm not doing, it's just, I was trying to come up with something clever and witty. It didn't work out. I'm sorry. Dang it. But anyway, but I can live with it. It works. So just appreciating what I've got, being grateful for the things that work out for me, and just being able to do what I do the way I do it. And I don't know how it works, but it does. And it's like, I was reading something I wrote about autistic burnout, and from going on 3 months ago now, maybe 2 months ago. Yeah, like 3 months ago. And it's like, who is this person? And it's like, I recognize those words. I use them a lot. There's like recurring themes. So it's like, yeah, I totally agree with all of that. And it made sense then, and it makes sense now. So it's like, these are things that they're just consistently constant. And just, a person could, find holes in the logic. Or I'm sure there's better ways to say things, and ways that I mean, there's always going to be different things. But I'm sure I just keep making little bits of progress over time of different ways for me to think about things and ideas, and how to express them in words, which words themselves feel very clumsy and clunky and heavy to wield around, and they never quite carry the magnitude of the thought that is trying to be conveyed. Don't have the hang of telepathy yet. But I'm working on that too. So, good times. And they are. So, I'm doing okay. I hope things are going well. I think they are. And I won't claim to understand everything or because I don't. It'd be silly to. But just having these little conversations, it's good. It's good for me. And as always, see what happens. And a lot of times I don't know what's not possible. So it's like, why should I not believe? I enjoy believing a lot more than not believing. So I don't think believing in something that doesn't make sense, is a bad thing. In some cases, not all cases. So it's, got to be careful a little bit. But there are good things to believe in. So, yes. So, better than some other things that are out there. But anyway, I guess I should go because I'm starting to ramble and I need to take my contact out because it's starting to bother me. So, it's kind of distracting. I think my eye is getting a little red too. So, I guess that's it. I guess we'll go get this uploaded. And then I've got a house meeting at 6 o'clock, which may or may not get canceled. Then I'll go to the 7 o'clock meeting at the place. This person that wants me to be their sponsor. I'm just not a fan of the whole thing. It's like favoritism. That's the word I came up with about it. It's like, well, he's not, it's like, I don't belong to anybody. I don't play favorites with, okay, well, I'm going to do, I don't know. I've written about this before. People, they want to, they want to sponsor so they can have somebody that they don't feel responsible for themselves. They can just be like, oh, my sponsor said, and so they have somebody to blame and shift responsibility onto. And that when their own life and their own choices aren't working out, they have some outside party to, at least mentally, so, yeah. Anyway, that's my experience with a lot of people. So maybe this guy's different. I don't know yet. I guess I'll give him a chance. Everybody is different, But we'll see. I reserve the right to be skeptical based on my experience of people that have behaved like him in the past. So I should use my prior knowledge to help me make better decisions so I don't make the same mistakes. And it's a good thing to not make the same mistakes over and over and over again. I'll still make mistakes, but I'll make different mistakes. And hopefully I'll make better mistakes. And that's one way to, look at it. Never going to be perfect. Prefect. But, I don't know. Can always get better, though. So, that's what I like to say. No matter where we are in our lives, there's always a chance to, even get better from wherever it is. And how? I don't know. But there is potential. Where there is belief, there is potential. So, and also willingness and honesty. So, and open-mindedness, of course. Anyway, I'm getting into the talk. I don't want to talk for the talk. I get enough of the talk. It doesn't feel as authentic. It feels kind of just phoned in, artificial. But there is truth there too. But it has that flavor to it. That distaste. The words. So there's less music in them, I guess is the thing. So anyway, yeah, I've gone on long enough. So I'll be back.